welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So some subscribers were asking me why I haven't done any other update videos or why I haven't done any reviews. I do have this one review that I've been holding off for a while. I'm trying to remember the movie. It was a bad one, but it was a low budget horror movie called Abominable, where an elite team goes looking for a plant that can actually cure cancer and other illness, and it's called Abominable. And unfortunately, there's a giant man-eating creature on the mountain. By the way, you never see the mountain at all. It's just a bunch of snow and woods. But anyways, they're supposedly on a mountain somewhere. You never actually see it. The firearms look really fake as hell because it's a low budget movie. One point I pointed out that the gun barrel's actually missing on that gun. And then it shows it in the next scene. And one of the guys who's supposedly trained as a top elite military, the first thing he does is he takes his gun barrel and sticks it in the snow. And you actually see the snow in the barrel, and I'm like, you never put anything in the snow, sand, wherever you're at. You never put anything in a gun barrel, because what's going to happen is it plugs it up, and when you shoot it, it's going to explode and blow up in your face. It's a low-budget movie. There's not much to say about it, but if you want to check it out, go right ahead. The effects are okay. The creature is practical, which is a good thing, because I'm tired of seeing shoddy looking bad CGI from the early 2000s. You think right after Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and all these other movies that use CGI versus just practical effects, you think that they would have been like, we gotta be like them. But oh yeah, CGI became more expensive. Well, actually, CGI was more expensive. Practical effects were cheaper to do, and you could do it on camera versus you shoot it, someone's looking at the camera or looking at something that's not really actually there, and of course they got to use those like little balls or something, big balls to look at. This sounds funny. In order to track what they're looking at, and they'll add the digital character or effects in later in post-production. Well, that's the only movie that I can really talk about that's pretty horrible. I did see Sonic the Hedgehog. I really like that movie. I know a lot of people hate it. But again, you know, it's like I don't have much to talk about movie-wise. I might check out that movie that I was talking about, Amityville Island. It is horrible looking. It's released by Wild Eye Releasing, which, by the way, doesn't actually make the movie. They just distribute it, kind of like, of course, Wall Asylum. They distribute their own movies, but Wild Eye Releasing just puts it on video. They don't actually have any involvement with any of the production, unless they're saying, we need more shitty movies so people can watch. There's only a few Wild Eye Releasings that are kind of good, but other than that, it's just, I actually kind of hate the idea of watching a movie called Amityville Island. It's about a shark, but the thing is, when you think of Amityville, you're thinking about Amityville horror, and there's over 14 movies of the Amityville series. It's really ridiculous how many Amityville movies are coming. Yes, the house itself was haunted. I believe it was haunted, unless, you know, everyone says it's fake, but hold on a second, guys, I gotta open my drink up. Getting thirsty here. Usually I don't want to drink on camera, but this time I just want to have a drink real quick here. Getting kind of thirsty. Yeah, sorry about that. I get a little thirsty like everybody else does. There's not much going on. Yes, I've been doing a lot of live streams. I've been doing a lot of video games versus doing update videos, being on camera. kind of moving away from the camera a little bit. I just like to do my voice. But everyone's asking me what's going on. There's a lot of crap going on Twitter. Some of the some WWE superstars and AEW superstars all got hacked a few days ago, July 15th. And also, Jeff Bezos, Joe Biden, some major people got hacked. And people got their money stolen, Bitcoin stolen, from a hacker. It's crazy, right? Who hacks somebody and then puts down this fake thing that people actually think, oh, I could double my money? I'd say this again, trust no one on social media. Every time something sounds like a good deal, basically the idea is not to go with it. Plus, the social justice warriors, they brought up an issue that wasn't actually an issue to begin with. No one would have cared. Batman 1989 film. Huge movie. Critically acclaimed. And they said, imagine if social justice warriors basically showed up or people would say, social justice warriors have ruined this movie because they hired Billy D. Williams to play Harvey Dent in the first movie, the first Batman film that's a major motion picture. Nobody would have cared. When you think about the Batman comic books, they came out in the, 30s, 40s? Basically, Batman killed people. He didn't really give a crap. He didn't give a shit at all when he killed them. He used a gun and shot them. It later changed, because Batman's not really about killing people or the bad guys. But yeah. A lot of people, like my nephew says, well, Batman's not really a superhero because he has no superpowers. Well, there have been superheroes that didn't have superpowers at all, and they learned that they had powers, or whatever. But, you know what? Bruce Wayne, Batman, he uses gadgets to catch criminals. And, he's super rich, so he just makes gadgets or buys them and catches crime. Anyways, I've talked long enough. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, the Abominable movie, it's not a really great movie. It doesn't have any big names in it. It's a low-budget horror movie, which I like low-budget horror movies. But there's some inconsistencies with the movie, as always, because it's like, what happened to the barrel? The barrel's gone. And my dad's like, no, the barrel's still there. I'm like, no, it's gone. Unless that's a really small plastic gun, because that's what they look like. And I think they may have used only CGI for the guns to fire, because they did not look good at all. Like the flashes and stuff. Alright guys, I know I didn't talk very much about the Abominable movie, but if you want to check it out, I recommend checking it out. You might like it, you might not like it. But if you want to see a B movie, check it out. Alright guys, I will see you in the next live stream or video. I'll be back later. Have a good one. Have a good evening. Have a great weekend, as today is officially Saturday. Alright guys, have a good one.